Hey everybody, Psychosaurus is here and welcome back to Age of Empires Online. And today, well, we got summer event. Oh boy, it's here again. And yeah, so again, if you want to access this event quest, go to Marcus Pollux. He should give you a quest. He will send you to Rakotis, and here you will get what you need to do. Now, there's some weird thing about that, and it seems that some players don't really get the quest from Marcus Pollux, but they already have the quest available here in Rakotis. I don't know what's actually going on, but my theory is that if you were playing last year, then you actually have the access already. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Okay, I'm not really sure myself, but my theory would be something like that. So yeah, first things first, quest. Obviously, if you're PvP players, go to Sparta. You'll find your quests there. They are the global ones. Play your PvP. Just don't abuse it, okay? And yeah, I should mention that there was a blog. I'll leave the link to the blog in the description, so you might want to check it out as well. But yeah,
I
quest.
see you.
First the quest. So obviously legendary and some mini
Very well.
games. So yeah, if you want to play mini
Oh,
games,
hello.
there's this guy, General Sanep, and he offers the mini games. There's nothing really new about this.
Don't get hurt.
It's the same as previous years. And then obviously legendary quests here at Princess Ostris. Now the issue with legendary quests is we don't really have any new legendary quests this year. We have just what we had before. So this year, pretty much you can look forward to only Can Take the Heat and Egyptian Eviction. Those two are the only quests available. And there seems also to be some kind of bug where you have also the original version of the Crocodile King's Lair quest available here as well, while also having it available at the Library of Horrors, the archive version. So if you want to play all of those right now, you can. However, I need to mention the Library of Horrors currently don't give summer rewards. So that should be fixed anytime soon, hopefully, sooner than later. And yeah, once it's fixed, hopefully this thing will disappear and there will be only one layer at the Library of Horrors. But for now, don't really bother looking at the Library of Horrors. There are no summer event rewards there right now, and later it should be fixed, hopefully. But yeah, we got the two quests, Can't Take the Heat and Egyptian Eviction. Now, the thing is, I've already done those quests last year for every Civ. So if you want to check those out, yeah, make sure you pick the Civ you want. I already done those last year, so don't expect any of those quests anytime soon right now. Check out just the last year and you will get the idea how to beat those. But yeah, I might revisit some older quests than these two. Not the lair, I did lair one time last year as well. We might revisit the Setred's Demise soon. Yeah, don't forget to pick your global quests here.
Until we
And
meet
also
again.
we have some global quests down here at this board. Okay, so remember to pick the ones you want, obviously the global ones. You can also trade your epic materials here for the event points. And this year, this is actually changed. This has been changed since the stack sizes are now 250 instead of 100. You need to pay 250 now instead of 100 last year, just like the last year, yeah. So that's a little bit more expensive right now, but well, it's the same price, but it's just you need the bigger stacks right now.
Let us talk.
And yeah, obviously, so we got these. Yeah, by playing quests, obviously you get event points, the summer points, you get the event legendary chests, which are pretty much your standard legendary chests, so not really a huge difference. I think these have better chances at the classic items than the Celeste chest, so that might be the difference. I don't really know the exact details of the differences, but I think this is great time to farm those legendary items. If you're looking for something classic, this is a good way in my opinion. But I don't know the exact details, so don't take me on it. And yes, obviously, once you get those materials that you need, and there's 5 of those during summer event, you can craft your items. Hell yeah, and we got 4 new items. So yeah, at this quest, Relic Solstice, once you've got enough materials, so you can see 15 of each, you can use them to craft these items. You'll lose the materials to get one of these items. Now, what do we have here? Ishtar's gem started Gauntlets of the Solstice. This is just like last year we had the other gauntlet with infantry bonus damage. This is the same, but it's with cavalry bonus damage instead. So cavalry bonus damage 25%, health 22.7%, cost 21.7%. Is this good item? I mean, if you like the last year infantry bonus, you might like this one. But again, I'm gonna warn you, this is rather more specific item. It's for some units that you wanna be better against cavalry, obviously. So if you're looking for some good units to put this on, I dare to say that spearmen would be good options as well, because if you want to counter mainly cavalry with them and not really use them generally, like let's say you have spearmen only quest, you need to destroy the buildings, so losing the damage doesn't really bother you, you just want to counter the cavalry, then this is a good option for spearmen. And obviously the other anti-cavalry units such as mounted archers, which is their main purpose, so I might suggest using this on the mounted archers. Maybe some cavalry units as well, like the Celtic horsemen, Norse horsemen, camels. Excuse me. Yeah, if you wanna put this on them, you can. Remember, it's just anti-cavalry purpose. So if you just wanna counter the cavalry, you have your item here. Do you really need it? Not really, but it can be nice in some cases. Now this second one, Ashes rather of the Solstice. This one might be the one thing you definitely would love to have. So what is this? Ship accessory. Movement speed plus 4.6%, training time minus 9.2%, and cost minus 13.3%. If you ask me, this is damn strong item. Where can you use this item? Now with the cost, training time, movement speed, this is really great for your fishing boat and transports, if you ask me. Now why is that? Well, imagine fishing boats, they are quite expensive, 100 wood base cost, so saving on them is really huge help. Plus, they take 30 seconds to train, so the training time is really good as well. And then obviously if you go for long distance fishing, which some distance usually is being made as you continue fishing, so that's gonna happen, the distance is gonna be there, the movement speed helps as well. Really good for fishing boats. Then, like I said, merchant transports, again, it costs 150 wood, so saving that wood on the merchant transport is really good. Training time, also really good, they take I think also 30 seconds. So training time, saving, really good. Movement speed, really good if you're using the merchant transports for trading. That's really good for you. So again, really strong item for your fishing boats and merchant transports. If you want a really strong economy from those two units, this is your item. This is definitely your item. Now for fishing boats, there's obviously the other item called the Hull of Khufu, which saves you even more resources. And I dare to say it might be better if you are not using Finbar Advisor already. Because obviously the greater saving is better for you, because goddamn fishing boats are expensive. So yeah, I think in general you want this one over the Khufu anyway, but if you want to save more and you're not using Finbar, then the Hull of Khufu would be better option in my opinion. But this one has no negative effect, which in my opinion makes this number one choice for your fishing boats and merchant transports, no matter what. Because goddamn these stats are just so good for those two units. Would I recommend this? Yes, definitely get this one at least. One for each of your civs at least. That's what I'm gonna recommend. Okay, we got arrows. Assure's Arrows of the Solstice. Now these ones are giving you damage 7.9%, maximum range 12%, and buildings bonus damage 7.4%. So you can see it's the building's bonus damage. This is, I would say, pretty good arrows for your late game units, because early game you don't really care about the buildings damage. But if you're going into the combat with your ranged units, you're gonna destroy the enemy bases with your ranged units mainly, then these arrows will be your number one choice in my opinion. Because goddamn, destroying those buildings takes a while. So every additional damage is definitely gonna help. It doesn't matter how many range units you have, it's just gonna take forever with those in comparison to something like ballistas. So helping them with this is definitely good. Do I recommend this item? Definitely, I would suggest getting at least one for each save. But you don't have to really rush it, okay? You don't have to rush it. It's just a small boost against buildings. And if you take a look at the other arrows that are available to you, you'll notice that the damage is actually lower than what the other arrows offer by 1%. I think it's about 1%. So you're gonna lose damage against everything else at that point. Definitely, if you're planning to use your ranged units mainly for the building destruction, this is definitely your option, so something late game. And then obviously some specific units, you could put this on something like the Persian War Wagon as well. That should work just fine. You could also put this on something like the Roman Eneris, because goddamn that unit can destroy buildings once you get their champion upgrade, so that can be useful at building destruction as well. You could put this all on arrow ships as well, but then you might lose the fight power against the other enemy navies, so if you're gonna use it instead of Comantorios arrows, careful, okay? But yeah, you have options with this one. Do I recommend getting this one? At least one per save, I would suggest. You don't have to get like that many arrows, just get one per save, so you have it available to you. And last item, and this one might be discussable about whether to use it or not. Ishtar's Divine Wine of the Solstice. So this is the labor gear. It offers movement speed 3.1% and training time minus 5.1%. So it's between, what is it called? Nebuchadnezzar's Blessed Wine and something like the Delian Hood. It's something between. So I have kind of problems with this item because it's labor gear, so obviously you can put it on something like villagers, caravans, and then some specific units such as the Roman Engineer, Babylonian Ox Guards, later even the Elephant Gatherers for the Indians. So if you want to get this item you can. However, I don't really think it's gonna be that great value to you. It's more like, I don't really know what to think about this. If I wanted something cheaper than Nebuchadnezzar's Blessed Wine, I would just grab the epic version. I think it's called like Goibnus something. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's just like 1% weaker than Nebuchadnezzar's. So I don't know if I would take this over Nebuchadnezzar's. So, in my opinion, do you really need this item? I would say no. Don't really need this item. If you want it, go ahead. Where would I put this item? Now, obviously, villagers are an option. I don't really recommend this. I seriously don't recommend putting this on villagers. I recommend the Nebuchadnezzar's wine over this one. So if you already have Nebuchadnezzar, don't put this on villagers. But if you don't have it and you don't want the Goib news and just want to grab this, yeah, it's gonna be much easier to get this one than Goib news. So I don't know. Like I guess it's more like before Nebuchadnezzar. Do you want to use Goib news or this one? So I would say this preference, but always pick Nebuchadnezzar in my opinion. Now obviously you could argue with something like Babylonian villagers. If you want this on Babylonian villagers, okay, but I'm gonna argue, are they traveling that often? Because you have ox cuts. I don't really think Babylonians would be good answer as well. So yeah, I just don't think villagers are good for this. And then we have something like the ox cuts engineers. I don't really think you need it on those two units that much. Obviously depends on your playstyle, but usually I have like one engineer, the starting one, and that's it. I don't really need another one till later, but sometimes might happen that I trade just one, but at that point I'm like, okay, I get one, so what? So I don't really feel like engineers are a good answer. And Babylonian Ox Cards, I don't think you need it that much. It helps, sure, but for training time you just build gardens. And for movement speed, how often do they actually move? That's what I'm gonna ask. So I don't really think those two. And obviously I skipped this on purpose. I think caravans might be a good option for this one. Now this obviously depends on your playstyle. If you build multiple markets to get your caravans out as soon as possible, then I'm gonna say don't pick this item. If you're one of those that abuses the caravan meta and just goes with nanos, builds so many markets and just keeps training caravans, don't pick this item. This is not gonna give you that much value. But if you're someone like me who prefers to just go with one market and keep producing the caravans over time and rather focuses on the villager economy, then yeah, if you're going with like one market, maybe two markets, but still train a lot of caravans, then this is gonna give you the value you want. So in that case, go ahead. You can pick this. I'm gonna definitely grab a few of those, because why not? I'm gonna try it and see how it works for me, and maybe I'll like it. Who knows? So yeah, like I said, if you're going for a lot of markets, train a lot of caravans in short amount of time, don't really bother with this one because the movement speed is gonna be more valuable. So pick something like the Delian Hood over this one. If you're looking for something cheaper to afford, there is, I think the Hoods of Valand are quite cheap on the global market, so those would be better options than this for the movement speed. But if you're more like me, who just goes with small number of markets and trains a lot of caravans from those, yeah, this can work for you. But other than that, I'm not really gonna recommend this item that much. Okay, and that's the new items, and obviously we got to spend some of those summer event points. We spending those materials right here on those items. Now, obviously, we got items here at the Rakotis General Store, and brace yourself. Look at the goddamn cost of this goddamn cloth armor. Who the hell came up with this? Oh my god, I just hate this cost. I look at this and I'm like, why? So yeah, last year items, we got the bonus damages only. There's no summer event hammer, unfortunately. So if you didn't get it last year, which was pretty damn hard getting one hammer last year, anyway, you don't have it here. So no way to get it right now. Maybe something will happen. Who knows? Maybe, but yeah, right now there's no hammer. Okay, maybe sometime in the future. Who knows? Maybe near me, maybe far. Who knows? But yeah, we got these items. So we got the last year's glove armor for the damage and range bonus damage, which in my opinion is really strong on something like Slinger, something like the Norse Skirmisher. If you just want to counter the ranged units, this is your cloth armor. I think this is just good cloth armor for those specific units for this specific purpose. So against ranged units, you want to counter them with slingers. Then you pick this cloth armor for that slinger and just do a lot of damage to them. This is the best damage you can get against ranged units. However, this one costs 35,000 summer points, which is quite absurd if you ask me. Oh my. It's just it's just too much in my opinion. Like I get it why it should be expensive, but this much no. It's just almost double of these two items, and we're gonna move on to these. So Ashu's Gauntlets of the Solstice, that's the gauntlet I was talking about. This is the same one as the color one, just infantry bonus damage. Yeah, just like that one is specifically for anti-cavalry units, I would say this one is specifically for anti-infantry units. So if you want to use this, put this on something like Babylonian bowman, could be Cretan bowman for as the Romans. Could be something like throwing axeman. Could be something like Hippaspis if you want to. Yeah, if you just want to counter the infantry units with those specific units, you can put this one on them as well. Now, Ishtar's Sword of the Solstice. This sword, I'll be honest, I never really feel like I would want this sword, but okay, damage and range bonus damage. If you look at the numbers, you can tell it's pretty huge damage against ranged units, with pretty okay damage against everything else, but yeah, the anti-ranged theme on this sword is strong, really. So where would you want to put this sword? Something that really wants to counter ranged units, something like Norse Raiders, I would say Persian Asabaras, Roman Decurions could be fine. It's just it's just too specific, and I never really feel like those units would need any extra damage against the ranged units, because I already feel like they're doing their job just well enough. I don't really feel like they would need a sword. And ranged units typically are squishy units, so once you reach them, you just kill them quite fast. So in my opinion, you don't really need this. If you want to counter ranged units, obviously you go with something like Raider. But that unit already does its job really well. So I don't really think you need this that much. But if you want it, you want to put it somewhere specifically, go ahead. Try it and see for yourself if it works for you. It's your choice. I don't really recommend this. And last item, Ishtar Scarf Plating of the Solstice. And this one costs only 10,000 summer points. Why is this one only for 10,000 and the cloth armor for 3.5 times more? Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't understand anything. Okay, I'm not an economist or whatever. I don't understand economy. It's just one big madness. Okay. Okay, so this armor plating. This is that would go against something like heavy destroyer with which offers only pure damage. This one gives damage and buildings bonus damage. So if you want to destroy buildings faster with some specific unit, this is your choice. Now remember this is plating, so if you're putting this on something like Ram, remember you're sacrificing a lot of health that you could get for this damage. And so in my opinion it can be good on some units. I remember it being recommended on something like Ballista or the Egyptian Catapult or something like that. I don't really feel like you need it on Ballista or Catapult at all. If you want to destroy your buildings, you can try it. I'm gonna say I don't really feel like that's what you need because those units already don't have problem with destroying buildings, and it's rather I would use them against units and just kill the enemy units with the pure damage than just getting some extra damage against buildings. So I don't really recommend this, but that doesn't mean you cannot use this. In my opinion, it's really good on siege boats, but you're sacrificing range if you aren't using the ranged planing. But it can be really good, like the additional extra damage you're getting from this for your ballista triremes and others. This can work pretty well if you ask me. And oh boy, this can be a lot of damage. Those units don't really need health because they keep their distance. So I think it can work on those. You can obviously go for something like Palintonon with the huge damage, getting even more damage on them. Can work as well. Just remember you're sacrificing range as well. So yeah, that's giving a little bit disadvantage to your Palintonons, because Palintonons is better with the range no matter what. But if you want to pick damage, yes, this can be okay option. But you don't really need this one in my opinion. And so I would say, yeah, you can grab a few of these. I don't really feel like you need the sword. Maybe a few pieces of this one. And oh boy, how much I would love to put this on like slingers and maybe skirmish. Oh boy, there are some few options. Yeah, this is the most expensive one. I just don't know why it's so expensive. Why? Maybe because the demand is greater on this one than on the others. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, other things that you can spend your summer event points. Chest, you got the summer chest versus large chest. If you watch my store video going through those items, then you know that the difference between the normal and the large chest is that the large chest offer better drop drops, and I think if I remember this is working just like the legendary item. So yeah, pretty good stuff you can drop from these. So if you have some spare summer points and you just want to spend them, yeah, those large chests can be there. Obviously we got the summer vanity, so summer weapons, helm, shield, and then obviously there's the library of Horus. Last year I would recommend it to get one for each civ. Now with this, with the visiting other players now being available again, I don't really feel like you need the library of Horus. If you want the library of Horus, it's a good decoration, definitely. And it can definitely save you a few clicks here and there. But right now you don't really need it because you can visit someone who already has it and just accept the quest from their library of Horus. And no, you're not missing on cooldowns or anything. Those quests you pick at their library or your library, it's the same quest. Okay? So if you complete it there, you will not have the quest at your own library. So you don't have to worry about losing some cooldowns or something like that. It's the same quest. Okay, so you don't really need it right now. If you want the decoration, it's there. But right now you can save some summer event points on these and instead invest them into these items right now, which is at least some kind of plus for me that these prices are pretty high, but at least you can save a lot of summer points here. And then obviously there's the Temple of Apophis for 2000 summer points, which is just a decoration. Then we got some consumables, you can ignore those. And that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much the wrap of this general store. So yeah, I'm kinda sad there's no new legendary quest or any quest, like even if it was just a mini game, it would be nice. But oh well. At least we got the new quest pack, so I'm not really like I'm a little bit sad, but at least not that sad, okay? The price is a little bit too high if you ask me, because goddamn that last year Hammer just told me, oh my god, this is terrible. It was a nightmare farming. Now, obviously, you want some recommendations to farming these quests and farming those
Hail, friend.
materials and such. You don't really have to like worry about materials. If you just do like legendary quests, you pick the Crocodile King, you get 3 of those. Now, remember, as you progress, at some point the price will go up, so careful with that. But yeah, you can definitely buy those legendary quests. They give you all the materials. Yeah, I clicked the crocodile again. I wanted to do this one. This one is 4 only? What? I thought it was 5 last year. Well, okay. Yeah, so you can get like 3 from the Lair of the Crocodile King, which of the legendary quest, this is the fastest one in my opinion. Even solo, like it's a really fast quest. You can be done really fast. And pretty well rewarding as well. So 500 summer points. So from the legendary quest, I definitely recommend the Lair. That one is really fast quest. You can be done with it within 25 minutes, I would say. So pretty good rewards from that quest. Can take the heat. I would recommend, but playing it co-op. I think it's gonna be better to play it co-op to get it done faster. But the rewards are definitely nice from this one as well. But yeah, play co-op this one. This one is a little bit longer, so in co-op you should be done faster. And Egyptian Eviction is here as well, and that one I would again recommend playing in co-op to get it done as fast. So if you want to farm really efficiently, play co-op on these 2 quests at least. Lair of the Crocodile King you can be done really fast, so no need for
Farewell.
that. to be played co-op, but if you want to play co-op as well, yes. For fast farming, go co-op. Don't forget to grab these quests as well, because they can earn you some additional points.
Are we safe?
Now obviously we got the mini game as well. If you know how to do them fast, then you can do whatever you want. I don't remember how fast this does is the essence of the sun god. I don't remember, but this one gives a good number of materials. If you want just the points, which I would suggest doing these for the points rather than the materials, then yes, trade for Egyptian dye is really good one. This is something that can be done, I think, 3 to 4 minutes. So pretty good amount of summer points. I recommend this one. The snake all merchant can be done in 2 minutes, and this one offers 125 summer points. So that's already 300 points just, or is it like 5-6 minutes? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stolen Sunshot, if you know how to do this one, this is quite rewarding. I would skip the treasure camps here if you just want to be as efficient with your time as possible. But yeah, this one is just giving you a lot of points as well. You can do this one, just focus on the main objective and get out. That's what I'm gonna say. Atrib is under siege. Now, problem with this one is it takes 15 minutes, but in those 15 minutes you get a lot of summer points. If you ignore the treasure camps again, you can grab during the quest, but while you're waiting, yeah. But yeah, 500 in 15 minutes, that's about as good as the Lair of the Crocodile King, so definitely I can recommend this one, but if you're tired of like waiting, yeah, it doesn't have to be necessarily the fastest one, but it's good reward. Snappy, the Snappy Crocodile. This one I think takes a little longer, so I don't really feel like you want the summer points from this one. You can try it. If you can do this one really fast, but it's 100, and I think this takes like 5 minutes, so in comparison to those previous ones mentioned, yeah, I don't think this is the most efficient one. Snappy visits his family. This quest is, I don't remember how fast this is, but it's really annoying with the micromanagement. So if you don't really like this one, you can skip it. But if you wanna try your micro and see how fast it is, I don't remember how long this quest is. It might be just 5 minutes, but still, I cannot go with it for sure. And Wonders Under the Sun. Okay, so 3 minutes waiting, then the waves come and you kill them. Yeah, not the most efficient way to get the summer points. Anyway.
Okay. I
So yeah, what
only
did I
hope.
say? Trade for Egyptian dye, snake all merchant. If you know how to do the essence of the sun god fast, it can be fine. Stolen sunshot, just go for the main objective, can be fine. Atreus under siege if you just want easy quest to earn a lot of points. This is your quest, so I can definitely go with these 5, mainly the Egyptian dye, snake oil merchant, and Atreus. Snappy the Snappy and Snappy visits his family, in my opinion, are not that great for you in a matter of summer points. And wonders it takes a while before they come and you kill
See
them.
you around.
So yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. But if you don't trust me, obviously you can try it for yourself. And obviously other way to earn your summer points is by trading your materials. Now obviously we have these global quests. Yeah, kill the treasure camp guardians, the armored elephants and the elephant archers, and yes they're back. But yeah, if you want to earn some extra points and you have some spare epic materials, you can trade them for your summer points. Now, basic materials will give you 250. If you go for the advanced materials, you can earn 1000 summer points. Now, obviously, you need a full stack of 250. If you have some spare coin, you can obviously buy some stacks on the global market as well. And if I were you, I would do it as fast as possible because those materials can go up in prices really fast. Yeah, this seems about right. Just what I saw in the morning. So it seems to be about the same. So if you have some spare coin on these, yeah, you can definitely buy these materials and trade them for the summer points. And before you do that, I would recommend checking out the global market for those items. For those items, if they are not available there already. I think there might be some cloth armors. If we take a look, if we go cloth armor, legendary, search, yeah, there it is. So you can find quite a few of them right now. Less than 200,000. So if you have some coin, 200,000 shouldn't be too much, and you can get it pretty fast during the event. So be sure to check out the global market first for those items, and if you find them for a low price, it's gonna be better for you to just buy them from the global market than from the store. At least the cloth armor I would recommend getting from the global market, because goddamn, 35,000 for one of those, that's just a big no from me. Okay, so that's my recommendation from for the summer event. Yeah, remember to check out the blog, link in the description if you want to read about it. Anyway, yeah, like I said, if you want those items, check the global market. Otherwise, be ready for a huge summer event point farming. Otherwise, trade the epic materials for the summer event points to get those items. And that's all from me for now. So hope you enjoyed this. If you did, press the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.